Alright, here's kind of the breakdown. Let me grab a tape measure real quick too. Let's start out here. What I did at first, I tried to cut my hole. I don't know how I came up with my measurement, but I wanted to be able to see, as much as I could. So when I did lay it out in here, I cut the square off, and like I was wrapping a trim on a window or something, I would just start on the top piece, and I'd mitered my ends, and I had that fitting tight. And I just built it in like I was trimming a window, nice and tight in there. Once I got them together, I could go ahead and staple them together, and it was tight enough to fit. And then I took caulking and ran caulking up here on the outside. And when I put the window in, I don't know if you can see this, but I kind of notched it. I notched the casing. Once I had these pieces fit, I took them out, and then I just cut a groove in them in here with my table saw, so that the glass would just fit in and it'd have like a natural place to sit. And then I caulked it in kind of just on the outside, so if I ever need to get it out, all I need to do is score it with a knife and pop it out. And these, let's see, these were pretty tight. And I made the holes at 6 inches, and the gloves were pretty tight to fit on here. And then I just took big hose clamps. Once I had the gloves in, I just rolled them over the edge, hose clamped them in, pretty much done. So 6 inch, I wouldn't really go any bigger than 6 inch on those. Over here I just have a little hopper, my little Craftsman hopper, and this is kind of the feed line. And right here I cut a hole a little bigger than the hose, and then I wrapped it with like electrical tape so it was a tight fit. And then again, once everything was in, I put caulking in around it. And the supply line for the air, I just took a fitting, and on the other side is like a barbed fitting, and I had some extra old air hose that I just cut a piece off, and down here is the same thing. It's either a regular male fitting or it's a barbed fitting, and I put a hose clamp on it. And then of course I bought the blasting gloves. These are like extra large and they're pretty tight. Up there I've got a floodlight mounted on a bracket, and it's in a can, a metal can. And I sealed it all up with goop too, so none of the sand can get in there. And then up there on the top is the little, what this hose is right here is, it was a hose for a carpet cleaning machine. And this hose was part of the, I guess it was the furniture cleaning attachment or something that we never used, so that's what I've got in here. And I just kind of cut open the side of that fitting. So on the back side, that fitting has got a slot in it, so there's a little more surface area. But what that's supposed to do is pull some of the dust out so I can see good. And on the inside of this, I'm going to put some kind of plastic to protect the glass, so I can just peel it off and toss it. And I just haven't found exactly what I'm going to use yet. I might use some notebook, the plastic notebook inserts. I'm not sure. We'll see. That's about it for now. What I plan to do later down the road is cut a square in the bottom and make a big hopper so that all the sand falls down into a central area like a normal sandblasting cabinet. And I can't think of anything else. The lid, I just cut a piece of OSB for now, and I like the idea of being able to open this up so I have this whole area to stuff something in there. And even if I wanted to, I could let something hang out and cover it with a tarp or something. But I think what I'll end up doing is I think I'll put handles on it or something to where I can just stuff it in there like a plug. It's a fairly tight fit, but I can still see some gaps. So that's kind of a weak link right now. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to handle that. Maybe that I cut it down a little bit more and put some kind of weather stripping in around it. But that's about it for this thing. Been so busy with other things I haven't had time to do anything out here or test this thing yet, but it's on my list. So I'll catch you guys later. Jackson.